Hi, welcome everyone. I am Leela Sid. I'm a photographer based in Santa Barbara, California, and I do a lot of editorial commercial work for various food brands and different food publications such as Bon Appetit, The Kitchen, The New York Times, etc. And I've partnered with Skillshare for a long time teaching a few different classes there. So we are going to give you 5 tips to enhance your digital presence today, and they're going to be quick and easy. So I hope you enjoy and learn something. Here we go. Just gonna share this screen. Okay, so, and again, this is brought to you by Square in partnership with Skillshare. So the first tip to any great food photo or any photo regardless of what you're shooting, really is the lighting. So you definitely want to turn off all the lights in your house or in your restaurant or wherever you are and use natural light. That's going to give you a more clear image with more vibrant color. So when I was first starting out, I loved Martha Stewart magazine and different publications like that. And I would make a big, beautiful bowl of pasta at night in my little apartment in Portland, Oregon. And I would photograph it with the kitchen light on. And I would wonder, like, why doesn't this look good? Why doesn't this look like a cover of a magazine? And then I just switched my shooting schedule when I was starting out to the daytime. And it was just like a 99% improvement. So that's my biggest tip, is just put your subject near the window, and that will give you a kind of a diffused lighting situation where it's not direct blazing sun. And that will give you nice soft shadows. The image that you see here is using that same technique where you have a little bit of brightness at the top left and then a kind of soft shadow over here. You definitely want to use the app that you're most comfortable with to edit and brighten things up. Or tone the highlights down. So whether you're shooting on your phone or a DSLR, it doesn't matter. You just want to be cognizant of making a few adjustments, which we will get to more. And the best time of day I find to photograph food is during the early morning, where you have that soft light, not too harsh of light in the Northern Hemisphere, or at the end of the day. So sort of like late afternoon gives you a nice like mid soft shadow as well. That is going to make your food pop. So that's my big tip there. And then our next item is angles. So for, different foods look good in different compositions. So the first easiest one I find is sort of the overhead angle, where you have your phone or your camera, and that's great for shooting a scene. Like the one over here with like a big, beautiful salad or pizza or any kind of flat food, tends to look really nice in this overhead look. And then all the way to your right here is a straight on angle. And that's really great for, a beverage or something that has height, like picture an ice cream sundae where it's like tall and amazing with a little whipped cream and cherry. Or maybe you make a food product like French fries or puffs or something that look good in a cup. That would be a great way to photograph that type of food to show their dimension. And then the last thing, I love to get really close. So closer than you think you need to be is going to be a great starting point. So in the middle here, you see this like ooey gooey pavlova, and that just gives that mouth appeal where, it's great for a piece of pizza, or like think of just the swirl of spaghetti being swirled on a fork. Those tight angles can really give like mouth appeal and going to make your consumer just very hungry for your food. So definitely you want to try all different things. Often I try all different angles, all 3 of these angles for one food till I get to the best one. So, try things, move around, move your body. It doesn't have to be perfectly overhead or perfectly straight on. You might get a little experimental and you might be happy with what you have. So just a reminder to get close and just try some different things. And it doesn't really matter if you have a mobile phone or a DSLR. Like, the phones have gotten so good lately that the differences are negligible for a website or for a delivery app. You just want to have a bright photo. Another item you can do is add a human touch. So this really can bring literally life to your photo. So by adding a hand or adding some type of movement to an image, then you're getting another way of telling the story of your food. So here I jumped in at the last moment. This was shot in one of my first cookbooks where I added the nasturtium to this little tea cake. And that really, gives a sense of place and meaning that someone actually made this. We're artisans, we're artists, we're food creators. So you want to show the people behind that. So it can be really literal, and you can have, a face in a background with food, or it can just be a hand or a gesture, and even holding the food up to your body in an apron, that can be a great position. We just saw Sugarfina had that in their photography, which was great, and gives you a little context about size and makes you feel like you're there as a viewer. So another little quick tip is pull a cheesy thing. This is a very food photography trope, but it does make people want to eat it. And you get that little cheese pull with a hand. Very tasty. And lastly, just if you don't have another person, use yourself. The self-timer is a great tool. My family members, no one is safe from me. I make my kid or my husband or myself jump into a photo. The next thing is props. So here are some props for this campaign and cookbook I shot for Kachka, the restaurant based in Portland, Oregon, that serves Russian food. It's very delicious and exciting food. Here's a cover right here, and here's some props that I shot in preparation for this food shoot. So you can have props help tell the story of your business, and they can be little details like a menu item or a napkin or any kind of branding. You can add that to your food photos to just help further tell the story of your restaurant or your product. And it adds a little character to the scene as well. So here you see a little duck right here. This is the Kachka duck. Kachka means duck. So we added that to the main scene over here. Next up, we have editing. So this goes for social or web. You definitely want to edit your photos to get the maximum beautiful results that you want to jump out on a page or on a delivery app or on your website. So this is an example of the raw photo just in camera, and then what the resulting edited photo is at the right. So I always add contrast to an image. So that means the darks get darker and the brights get brighter. And I add a little brightness. So just an overall beaming glow is helpful to, just narrow folks right into your image. And then, I'm from California. I love warm weather. I love the sunshine. So I tend to add a little warmth to my food photos because I find it reads better. It looks yummier. So those are all my quick tips about that. And you can do that whether you're posting to social media. And in that case, I recommend using the in-app editor just a little bit, even if you've edited it somewhere else. Visco or Google, whatever you like to use. I just use the Instagram app, and then I do all that editing in app because it tends to push that photo to the top a little bit more in the algorithm. That's just a little quick tip, but definitely this goes without saying for your website or for photos for a delivery app. You can use Photoshop, Adobe Spark, an app on your phone. The goal is the same. You want a bright, beautiful, happy image. So you definitely want it in focus. You want that nice, bright lighting is going to help you make those micro adjustments, and you're going to be all set. For Instagram and Twitter and all that, I recommend tagging and comments, hashtagging everything as much as you can, because that cross-pollination is going to be great within different people's eyeballs and getting folks to your site. Again, my name is Leela Sid. Check your conference swag bag for the offer from Square for 3 months free of Skillshare. And if you want to find my 3 courses there and dive deeper into these food photography tips and tricks, just search my name. I come up right away. I have 3 classes there. Over 15,000 people have taken the classes, and I'm also available just via my website, leelasid.com. Thank you.